This is a super class. In that void demo one method I have defined, and I am writing through SOP statement in the body of the method. I have written one SOP statement to write x value. For the sake of identification, which x and all that I am writing A class x. Okay. Next, B extends A. B extends A, that means B is the subclass of the superclass A. In that same thing x I have taken, and I have given a different value 200. So, obviously, according to the concept I explained already, this x hides this one. Okay. Now, again void demo I have written, that means what I am doing, what is this process, same signature I have taken, that means I am overriding the instance method of A, instance method of the superclass, you must remember. In this I want to write B class x, B class x. So, I am writing x. If I write, obviously it will be B class, because it hides A class x. Now, how can I write through B class, how can I write A class x? Already explained this point. Super demo, that means super dot. So, here I override it. So, because of the same name, because of overriding, I cannot access the superclass instance method. So, for that, what should I write? Super demo, super dot demo. Super, how we use it for instance variable, for instance method also in case of overriding, I have used that point, you have to remember. Thereafter, one more subclass C extends B. In this x value, same thing, x 300 I have given. So, this hides this one, this hides this one. Okay. Then again void demo, again overriding I made. In this x I am writing, because of the same names and all that, only it prints C class x only. Suppose this is z, this is y, comfortably you can write x, y, z, but only thing is, because of same names it can write only x, means C class x only. Now, what I am doing, super demo I called, that means what I am calling, I am calling this, I am calling B class demo method. This, all this clearly understand, and thereafter now you see this is the implementation class. In this, from A object, B object, C object I have created. Now, A demo I have written. Now, do not see the output, just think of, if I write A demo, what is printed, which is executed, this is executed, this is executed. As a result of that, what is printed, this is printed, x is 100 is printed. Next, B dot demo I called, which is executed, this is executed, this is executed. As a result of that, what is printed, x means 200 is printed. Super demo means which one you are calling, you are calling this. So, what it prints, 100 it prints. So, 200 100, B class 200, A class 100 are printed. Okay. Now, next C demo, as a result of that, what is printed, C6x 300 is printed, and here super demo I made. Because of super demo, what is called, this is called B6 is printed, as because of it is, as it is embedded into that, A6 is printed. Now, you see B6 is printed 200, A6 is printed 200. So, in these two concepts I have explained, one is what is method overriding, and second one is how to, when same names are, in case of method overriding, if you want superclass instance method, how can you call it? This is also for one level. Once again I brief that when method overriding is required. Actually subclass requires only the actual version of the superclass, it obviously get it. You by inheritance you get your father's property, you get your father's car, okay, there is no doubt in that. So when overriding is required, if you want some extra functionality or you want to modify the functionality of the superclass, then only overriding is required, method overriding is required. In case of method overriding, entire header means return type, method name and types, list of the types of the parameter should be the same, that point you must remember. So once you grasp that, this concept is very much useful in polymorphism. Actually in the next chapter we focus on polymorphism. Polymorphism means one interface, multiple forms of implementation, multiple forms of implementation. Now also you are able to understand here one name only we are using, it is being implemented in different ways. Gradually you understand that while you are working on many programs and all that, what is its importance and how it is used, we can understand. One thing, if our study is based on the need, suppose somewhere some bottleneck is created, then you have to struggle to overcome that. Then based on that, how to overcome that, if you learn and all that, simply it is registered in your brain. So first whatever element you are learning and all that, first you must know its requirement. Suppose where function overloading is required, where function means method overriding is required, overloading is required, all that you have to understand. You understand actually with the reference to overloading, because many times I explained, that is why with the reference to overloading I explained to you one thing. Why overloading is required? Suppose calculate product. If you are doing calculate product, then you must give the same name only. If number of parameters or types are changed, how can you give a different name? So what self-explanatory name, what name you give? Calculate product. So here if you define half a dozen versions also, you must define calculate product. Then how system can recognize? Actually in a classroom, in a class, 3 persons with the same name are there, like Mohan, Mohan, Mohan. Then what, how teacher can call them? Then they take the initial A Mohan, K Mohan, S Mohan. In the same manner, now how system can identify which version it has to execute? Now see, as long as signature is different, n number of versions we can create. Now for all versions calculate product only, but signatures are different. One is int, other one is float, other one is float. Like that, like that we can overcome the limitations. Why I am specially telling you now? First we understand the limitation, where is the bottleneck practically, then what provision is provided to overcome that. In that manner, cause and effect, if you understand, you will become a good programmer. You can understand all these concepts in a cause and effect manner, and ultimately you master the subject.